What is up, Film Geeks? My name is Trevor, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're ranking all 11 Christopher Nolan movies. Better late than never. Had to go ahead and rank all of these guys with Tenet coming out a couple weeks ago. I know I'm late to the party, but hey, again, better late than never. Join me in the comments. What movies did you place higher than others? If you guys like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you dislike this video, make sure to hit that thumbs down button. And with that said, let's go ahead and get into this ranking. Can't believe I have to say this, but this is my ranking. You guys are going to be probably really pissed. What's going to start this list off at number 11? Leading us into number 11, Dunkirk. I'm sorry. I know everyone loves this film, but this is the one movie that when I watched it, I was like, why?
Blasphemous!
Why did Christopher Nolan go ahead and make this movie? Like, I love Christopher Nolan, one of my favorite filmmakers, but this is not the kind of movie I want from him. He did great with the Batman movies, which we're going to get to later, but I love a good Christopher Nolan plot twist type movie. Is a film look amazing? Yes. Is it well acted? Absolutely. But to me, it just doesn't really feel like a Christopher Nolan movie. I appreciate what he did. I think it's a really well made film, but not my cup of tea. At number 10, Batman Begins. Go ahead, hit the dislike button right now. This is my least favorite of the Dark Knight trilogy. Definitely a solid movie. Christopher Nolan does not have a bad movie, but Batman Begins is my least favorite of the Dark Knight trilogy, and it's one I never see myself rewatching. That's why it's coming in so low. Next up at number 9, Memento. I know everyone loves this movie, and maybe I need to give it a rewatch before my next ranking, before I talk about this film again. I didn't think it was as clever as everyone thinks it is. I think it's really clever, but not as clever as everyone thinks it is. I think this movie might have been a little bit too overhyped for me. That's just my opinion. I think Memento is, again, a very well-made film. Christopher Nolan does not have a bad movie in his filmography, but Memento, I can't really see myself rewatching, and if I do, it's going to take me a lot to go. We can rewatch it, but again, this film is very creative, and I just don't think it's as clever as everyone made it to seem. I think there was a little too much overhype going into this film. Next up at number 8, Insomnia. My biggest problem with this one is the script, and that's because Christopher Nolan didn't write it. Performances are fantastic. Robin Williams and Al Pacino are absolutely amazing in this. You also have Hilary Swank in there. There's not a false note acting anywhere, but the script definitely is this film's downfall. And that's, again, not Christopher Nolan's fault. He didn't write it, but right about the first 20 minutes of this film, I legitimately said to myself, I don't know if he wrote this movie, and I found out that he didn't, and I could definitely left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. Definitely still a solid movie, but if Christopher Nolan wrote this script, I think it would have been one of his best movies to date. Next up at number 7, Tenet. The reason we are doing this ranking in the first place. Now, when I saw this movie, I gotta say, I was extremely tired, and I fell asleep. And again, I've never fallen asleep in theaters until this film, and I gotta go back and rewatch it. I gotta drive myself to the theater, go back and give it a good, honest watch. This movie, I think, was unnecessarily confusing. Again, it's really well made. The scope, the spectacle of this film was amazing. But my girlfriend and I left the theater. We both looked at each other. I said, do you have any idea what has happened? She said, nope. Like, can you tell me? I was like, I know. I can't tell you. Because I have no idea either. Again, not a false note acting anywhere. Robert Pattinson is fantastic, but just a little bit too confusing for a movie. Definitely a 3 out of 5. Nothing better than that, at least for right now. Tenet is solid, a very well-made film, but not even close to being my favorite. At number 6, Christopher Nolan's directorial debut, Following. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one to have this higher than previous films. I love this movie. It's black and white. It's about an hour and 10 minutes. The first 25-30 minutes felt a little slower to get into these characters, but that big plot twist at the end with obviously happening between the characters of Bill and Cobb, that was honestly heartbreaking. And when that happened, I was like, no way. No way. My jaw was dropped to the floor. I just didn't see it coming. I don't know why I didn't see it coming, but it truly showed that Christopher Nolan really had this, like, craft in his mind that he's going to drop some big plot twists in films towards the end of them. And this film was made on a $6,000 budget. That's why it stands out to me over the other ones. $6,000 budget. And we got this movie. Following, in my eyes, is almost a masterpiece. I absolutely love it. Leading us into the top 5, don't shoot me, The Dark Knight.
That is blasphemous!
And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love The Dark Knight. I think it's a fantastic movie, but I just don't enjoy it as much as I watch the others, or as much as I enjoy the other films on this list. But Heath Ledger as the Joker is absolutely breathtaking. This movie is a lot of people's favorites of all time, a lot of people's favorite comic book movie of all time. I think it is a damn good movie. I'm not taking anything away from it. I honestly love it. Comes in at number 5 because other movies on this list I just enjoy a little bit more. At number 4, The Dark Knight Rises.
How dare you say?
And the reason I have this over The Dark Knight is because I rate my movies on rewatchability, and I find myself rewatching The Dark Knight Rises a lot more than The Dark Knight. And also, Tom Hardy as Bane is one of my favorite antagonists of all time. His speech when him and Batman finally meet face to face and they just go at it and like, oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in...
One of the most iconic fight scenes ever, but one of my favorite speeches of all time. Tom Hardy seals the cake in this film. Does it have its problems? Yes. Do I wish we got a fourth installment in the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight universe? Absolutely, with a Batman Robin maybe team up. I love the ending. I love everything about this movie. The action, the villain, the score. This is a damn masterpiece of a movie. My number 3. The Prestige. I saw this movie for the first time this year, 2 times, watched it back-to-back nights, and this is one of the craziest, most trippiest movies of all time. Showed my girlfriend, and she predicted the big plot twist ending, and I couldn't believe it. When it happened, I was literally stunned with the big reveal at the end of this magician-type crazy movie, and I was like, Christopher Nolan, I don't know how you don't get confused when ranking your movies, because it was just so impactful, it was so emotional, and it was just honestly amazing to see Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, and Scarlett Johansson all on screen together. I want to see them on screen together again in the Christopher Nolan movie because they are too damn good together. My runner-up, Interstellar. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of this film, but this has always held a near and dear place in my heart. Matthew McConaughey is one of my favorite working actors, and just the way that Christopher Nolan manipulates time in this film is nothing short of mesmerizing, as he does with many of his films, but this one especially it hit really hard with me, and just to see how like his alternate realities, alternate universe, alternate everything he did with this film was something I honestly was shocked he could even create it. And by the big reveal with Matthew McConaughey's kids towards the middle and then the end of the film brings me to tears every time I see it. The only problem I have with this film is the whole Matt Damon scene when he comes into play. Other than that, I think this movie is a masterpiece. Probably a very underappreciated Nolan film. But number 1, no surprise here, is Inception. I watched Inception for the first time a couple of weeks ago before I saw Tenet, and I absolutely loved it. I loved everything it had to offer as one of the most creative, unique, and absolutely beautiful films I've ever seen. Cobb, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, is amazing. We also have Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You got Tom Hardy. You got too many good actors and actresses in this film. And you even got Cillian Murphy, a very underrated actor in this film. But the concept of a dream within a dream, inside another dream, to plant an inception is something so crazy. And again, I have no idea how Nolan could go and create this, but he did. And it's my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. Probably a top 5 favorite movie of all time for me. Christopher Nolan is a wizard. And there it does. Completes my ranking of all 11 Christopher Nolan movies. Again, I know I'm late, and again, if you did not like this video, hit that thumbs down button. But if you guys made it this far to the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you guys are enjoying the content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots more stuff coming this week. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.
Why would you say something so blasphemous?